What's up, everybody? Colin here with Techout, and today we're going to be taking a look at iOS 27 Beta 5. Apple released this a couple days ago to developers, and Beta 3 for the public beta testers as well, I believe came out yesterday. So I've been running this here on my iPhone 17 Air, my iPhone Air for about 48 hours now, just over 48 hours. My iPhone 17 Pro Max is currently downloading the update, but it has not installed yet. So I'm going to be using that to kind of compare some of the changes here in iOS 27 Beta 5. And some of these are readily noticeable right here on the home screen. I've got pretty much the same home screen set up on both of these devices, so you can see, the differences and stuff like that. So right here on my iPhone Air, you can see this is actually, let me do it this way: Beta 4 and then Beta 5 right here on the Air. So the icons, there's some icon changes here. So the Siri icon has been updated right here on iOS on Beta 5, as well as the Safari icon. The Safari icon is not as noticeable, but they took some of the little tick marks out around the compass there, so they're kind of more defined here on Beta 5. You can kind of see them more because they're a little bit bigger, but there's less of them. One thing you can't really tell on camera, but I'm just going to try to do like airdrop there if I put them that close together. But the top icon status bar icons up here are a little bit bigger on iOS, or it's a little bit smaller, sorry, on iOS Beta 5, iOS 27 Beta 5, and then the little battery electrode, whatever you want to call that little nipple deal at the end of the battery icon, is slightly bigger. And then, like I said, there are some changes to some other icons as well, like the preview app, and I think Pages got a new update as well, if I remember correctly. I don't have any of those pre-installed ones on my phone right now, though, so like Siri and the Safari are the two noticeable ones that changed. And then if we hop into the Siri settings here on Beta 4 and we go to voices, we have all your default voices here, but then if you select one of the other ones, you can't change the pace or expressivity. But here on Beta 5, you can now change between them.
The colors of the sky fade with the setting sun as the stars begin to shine through the clear night.
And it looks like it actually changed. Yeah, so you can see they're actually changing and matching each other as well. So if I put, the yellow one right here, I come back into voice, it's set that on my iPhone Air as well. So it looks like all the devices are syncing nicely for the voices you choose and syncing in between them, which is pretty cool. I don't remember it doing that before because I was able to definitely set different voices on different devices and not have it sync between the two. But you can now change the pace and expressivity between all those. You still have to have them on American. The other ones don't have all the options and stuff like that, but all the American voices right here now have the customizable options for that. And that is only available again on the iPhone 17 Pro Max, iPhone 17 Pro, and the iPhone Air. It's not on previous generation devices. You have to have the newer devices with more memory and stuff like that for the new Siri voices. Battery life and everything's been pretty decent. This beta has been extremely smooth. The only bug I've run into really so far is on some of the apps, like Messages, for example. You'll get this little top bar up here that kind of blocks some stuff on the top of the screen. Sometimes it makes it harder to tap the my pinned messages up there, but closing the app and reopening the app gets that to go away, but it does seem to come back pretty frequently. So that's just one thing to keep in mind. Again, it's a beta. You're going to have little odds and ends like that. The screenshot bug that they said they fixed in Beta 4, going from Beta 3 to Beta 4, was still occurring for me in Beta 4. And I have seen some people that are still having that issue here in Beta 5. And that is related to the HDR screenshots and sending them in an iMessage. Sometimes they will send and appear distorted for the other person, even if the other person is on the beta. They kind of get lost in iMessage or something and end up a little bit distorted. So make sure if you're having that issue and you need to send a screenshot that you change it to the SDR screenshots, and that usually resolves the issue. I haven't had any issues sending any SDR screenshots or anything like that. So just keep that in mind. But otherwise, performance and everything has been doing really good. This is probably one of the smoother ones that has, in terms of like right off the bat, right after installation or when you restart your device. It's been kind of smooth from the start. It's not as jittery or laggy, or there's less stutter right after your device starts up, which is a pretty good sign that they're smoothing things out. So hopefully that remains, from now on. Kind of expecting, since we had a 3-week gap between beta 4 and beta 5, that we are going to start seeing the weekly releases leading up to the public release now. Because we've got about, let's see, 1, 2, 3, probably about 3 weeks here looking at the calendar. And then we're expecting the iPhone event to be sometime the week of the 8th right here, maybe the event on the 8th. Pre-orders starting on the 11th for new devices, as well as possible public iOS 27 release. So that leaves us, time for a beta 6, beta 7, beta 8, a golden master or a release candidate right here, and then public release the week of the iPhone event. And that's usually kind of in line with what we see on the amount of betas, between 8 and 9. I don't expect there to be any more than that. So we are right in the time frame where we could start seeing weekly releases here of iOS 27 betas, which will be pretty nice. Things are going to get kind of fast paced. They're going to start ironing out the rest of those bugs. All the features that have been kind of put into iOS 27 are the ones we're going to get. They're going to start, making fewer changes, bigger changes and stuff like that as we get closer to release, because they're not going to want to introduce more bugs or the possibility of more bugs. So they're not going to change, there's not going to be a lot of UI changes or feature additions. They're kind of just going to start working on the bug fixes and getting it ready for public release. And then after the public release, of course, we'll get either a 0.1 or 0.2 beta, and that's where we'll start seeing the introduction of any remaining features that we're expected to see here in iOS 27 that we're going to get early on. And most of that is just going to be Apple Intelligence stuff and kind of ironing out the rest of the stuff with Siri AI, which everybody is very desperately waiting for. I would say patiently waiting, but we haven't really been patiently waiting on the AI stuff for about a year now, because Apple announced it, with the iPhone 15s, and we're coming up on the iPhone 18s, and we're finally just now getting a lot of these main features. So look forward to that. As always, I will be doing more videos as we get any changes, features, or major bugs. I'm doing weekly updates on iOS right now. Obviously, there was a little bit of a gap there because we didn't have a beta for a while. But other than that, I will be doing some more updates and everything as these betas come out and as I use them. So make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of those videos. And as always, I'm Colin with Techout. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. And as always, have a great day.